that we had joined the antisocial network.
Yeah. Mask up, stay 6 feet apart.
Yeah, right.
Welcome to YeahUhHuh 249. Today we are pleased to have a fellow denizen of the Queen City, Lorie Kleiner Eckert, to talk about her book, High on Life, spelled C-H-A-I. So it's play on words. So welcome, Lorie.
I'm so happy to be here, but we should reconvene at Grader's Ice Cream afterwards.
Absolutely. Yeah.
I am 100% for that.
Oh, good.
Which graders are you closest to?
The one out in Mason, Montgomery. How about you? Or Kenwood? Kenwood's pretty close.
Maybe
about-
Hyde Park. Is it still? There's still one in Hyde Park?
Yeah, that's the
Oh,
original.
yeah, of course.
Oh, yeah.
Oh no, you moved.
Yeah,
I don't know where
yeah.
your closest grade is.
Yeah.
Our closest graders is on, I guess, Galbraith.
Right.
Oh.
Well, really,
But-
Galbraith? I thought there were only two. Oh,
Well, there's one on either Winton or Galbraith. What street is it on?
oh.
It's on the same street. It's got that La Rosa's and
Mhm.
no, it's Galbraith because we turn on to Galbraith to go to 26.
Okay.
120, what we call Ronald Reagan what many call
Cross
Ronald
County
Reagan
Freeway.
Highway.
Yeah,
And
I call it
Cross County.
Cross County.
Cross
Highway.
County also.
The other names does slip into my brain occasionally. They did officially rename it that, but
Well, you got to go to Hyde
I'm a
Park to
Cross
get the
County
full
kinda girl.
experience because it's got everything is original from like the turn of the 20th century. It's like it's
yeah.
got the tiled floor with the cracks in it. It's got the old chairs. It's got the
Yeah.
it's even got an old cash register I think up front. It's like a step back.
Although
in
I
time.
am also aficionado, as I grew up, most of my growing up years were near Aglamesi's in Oakley. So
Okay, yeah.
so I have a heart moment for that place.
Yeah, well, that place is just down the street in Montgomery, like
Right,
maybe
right.
2 miles. Yeah, about 2
Mhm.
miles from me. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep,
Now,
yep.
do you?
You're by the
use
Trader
app or-
Joe's. You're lucky.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But you
Now-
can't park there, so there's no point in going.
That's the case at almost every Trader Joe's.
Oh, is it? Okay. All right. I didn't
They
know
pack
that.
them in, I guess.
Maybe they don't suss out the parking so much.
But
Yeah.
we're diving right into the Cincinnati branding here for sure. Yeah.
Or
Yeah.
I know that you're a Skyline from
Uh-huh.
paying attention, and I'm a Skyline too. Philip's a Gold Star. Aaron, when you were
Well, Skyline doesn't have a vegan option, so right now it's the Gold
Oh.
Star with chili and spaghetti, no cheese,
Yeah.
light onion.
I remember you used to go around
Yeah.
singing the Gold Star theme song, so it has to be.
That was a catchy commercial.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Gold Star chili.
Gold Star chili. Gold Star chili.
If they had a vegan option, would you Skyline?
It was all the same to me.
Potentially.
Now the really hard question. When you were here last time, I made vegan chili. Was it closer to Skyline or Gold Star, or did you really pay attention?
It's like I just said, it's all the same.
Okay, because my aim was Skyline. I do taste a difference.
Yeah. So, all right. So,
Okay, let's get to the actual subject. We often don't do that.
Oh, that's okay. I love
Aaron-
that.
Philip's the structure, Aaron's the detail, and I'm the squirrel. So, okay. We've covered you're from Cincinnati. You mentioned Springfield House in an intro message.
yeah. Well,
Oh,
she
yeah.
said maybe we should meet at the Spring. Is it Springfield?
Silver Spring House.
Silver Spring House. Yeah. For a minute,
Yeah.
I couldn't remember either. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
That restaurant you can also never park, and you can park in my driveway and walk there. So
Oh, sweet.
that's
sweet.
that's
Yeah, great.
Please come right on over. Yeah.
Well, we've had people said, "Well, let me come to your studio and we'll do the podcast." And I'm like, "Well, it's pretty small. It's got me
Yeah.
and Lisa in here and a huge TV." and
Well,
that's
I mean, we'd be fine with that. We'd have to move the cat litter box.
Between
So-
hearing
That's
Springfield
okay.
and the title Chai on Life, it reminds me of an early Lisa Simpson quote. I'm into Tai Chi and chai tea. She might have said it the other way around.
Interesting. Yeah. Pop culture flavor. Aaron sprinkles that in every now and then. But
I like that.
so the book of essays. Lisa and I read half of it last week. Then yesterday, Lisa and I sat down and we allowed the Edge browser, to read it to us. So we went through the whole book yesterday. We read the whole thing. I know Aaron kind of, because he's very devoted to reading. Lisa and I do a lot of audiobooks and stuff.
But how does it sound on the browser? Like what voice? Does it sound like a robot? Does it sound like a person? No, you can select.
No matter what you choose, there's a little bit of robotiness to it.
Yeah.
But you can choose different voices. Now, one of the things, the way it pronounced the.
Yeah. It kept saying he.
Yeah, he. Or his, or so that was pretty fun. Here.
Yeah.
So all of those th was
pretty bad, actually.
Terrible.
Basic.
It's not great. No,
Right.
it's not great, but it was also a little bit funny, and sometimes it would be a little distracting.
Yeah,
So it may be that I think what it did was, for me, it put a little more humor into it. So I was approaching, and when my father died, he. So it took me to a maybe different place.
Yeah. Well, for people who really do want to listen to it, there is an official audiobook. So they can get that. I'm sorry I didn't send you a link to get that. You would have enjoyed it more. They would have enjoyed it.
Yeah, maybe.
Well, no, we still found it very engaging, even though it did read the page numbers, things like that too.
That's funny.
It was very engaging read, very easy, fluent book to read. I can't, the different essays come with a lot of inspirational artwork. It's a very attractive book to have physically, if you were to have that in your home. I thought that it was a very nice presentation. So
thank you. Yeah. I was going to say, I think it's a very good bathroom reading, because each story's maximum maybe 2, 3, maybe one story is 4 pages long, and they're little pages. So, and you can really, you don't have to read them in order. You can just open the book and see what was meant for you today. And then or you can just look at the pretty pictures, hey, wow, it's good.
Right.
I wouldn't mind getting the physical book.
That's true. You could just open it up anywhere and get a nugget.
Yeah. I'd be happy to send you the physical book if you would like it. Shall I write myself a note to do that?
They'll put it on their shelf.
Yeah, put it right
okay,
back here.
Okay.
Most of these books back here, people have been on the podcast.
Okay.
And if it's signed, we're not going to sit back.
So let's dive into the book a little bit. It's a I think does a discredit say it's a self-help book, but it's a slice of your life. You describe yourself as a Jewish American princess. It kind of recounts your childhood and the idiosyncrasies of your parents.
I'd say it's affirmational rather than self-help, maybe.
Affirmational, very good, Aaron. I like that.
Yeah, and I just do want to say that I describe myself as a suburban American princess.
Okay.
You're a sap.
She's a sap, right?
Yeah, I'm a sap.
And she's a juggalo and a sap.
And I'm a juggalo, yeah.
But that's the way we would describe it. How describe it?
Yeah, well, so I do call it, so there are 36 slice of life stories covering every topic from belly fat to Billy Joel, and they're very chatty. So I love it when people say that they read the book and they feel like I'm sitting in their living room talking just to them. I love that. And that's always the way my writing has been received. I was a syndicated columnist for several years, and that was always the way I was received. But I think I tell the stories of my life, hoping that the person listening can glean life lessons from them. And I've done that through 30 years of motivational work. I was a motivational speaker for 10 years. And during those years, I showed my artwork, which was contemporary quilts with words and symbols pieced into the design. And as I told the stories of the quilt, I hope, it was a story of my life. I hope that you would identify with it. So, and then I say that my basic philosophy is that life is difficult, but you can do it. And so I call myself a rah-rah cheerleader. And that's always what I've been. And always what I've been. So that's what you get. You get 36 rah-rah, you can do it stories. Yeah.
So I like the premise that you put forward about you do a little bit every day or in small increments to build up to something huge. Like if you save $20 a paycheck from the time you were 18 to your time you're at some point as an adult, you might have $500,000 in the bank or half.
Right. Yes. One of the little quotes at the end of, so each story has a one-line takeaway. So that one-line takeaway is a little bit plus a little bit equals a whole lot. So, and it works for everything. So yeah, I did put in there a link to some website that shows you if you were to save $20 a year, starting at $20, was it a week or a month? And how much money you would have. And, by the time you retire, and it's not going to hurt you to save that 20 bucks, but it really adds up. But it's the same thing if you want to learn how to play the piano, that if you practice 10 minutes a day, slowly but surely, the sheet music that you've mastered is going to grow into a tall pile. And I say, though, in something like that it's really best if you record yourself on day one, so that at the end of a week, you can hear how well you have progressed, because you won't know it otherwise. So yeah, little by little by little. And that's how I am. I mean, I have been 30 years in motivation, and my credentials suddenly are huge. I mean, I've got 5 books in print and stuff like that, but I made myself sit down and do it. A lot of people want to be there, but they don't want to sit down and do it. So yeah, one little step at a time really will take you far. Don't you see that in your own life? Tell me something that you've done one little step at a time.
I think software development, which is my job, is one little step at a time.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. And how many podcasts have you done? You've done what, like 5 years? So how many?
He said this is number 249 when he introduced
this. That. Yeah.
249?
So someone starting out in podcasting, they want to be you. And they can be you, but they have to do it.
I joined around somewhere in the 20s, probably.
Yeah, right. Aaron's been with us for the majority of it.
Okay.
But
at least 2021.
Yeah, I was one of the early guests, and then around episode 20s, not.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah. And so you were that as a.
I was like one of the
computer programmer, or what? What did they talk to you about?
Mostly Cincinnati, probably.
Okay.
First episode, we just kind of shot the breeze.
They just interviewed me,
days.
basically. I was in your seat.
Okay.
Yeah. And we talked about stuff we'd gone through in high school, and it was pretty brutal, but it was great because Aaron and I got to shoot the breeze. It was cool. But
watch out for our hard-hitting questions.
Lisa was pointing to the guitar. That's exactly what I need to do with the guitar, because I bought the guitar and I was like, I got to do something with this guitar because I'm depriving somebody of this guitar, right? Right now it's just a prop on the wall. So I need to learn how to play that, or else probably give it back or sell it back or something. But I want to jump right.
Sell it. If you're not gonna, if you're gonna commit to letting it go, we're selling it.
Well, I want to pick it up.
When we bought it, it was $25 at a thrift store.
I want to pick it up and like shred, Eddie Van Halen or something. I want to do Eruption. It's like, but I don't want to do. I want to do chords.
And then I think that personal discipline.
I think Eddie started with chords, Phil.
Yeah. That personal discipline is
Eddie started with
that
piano.
neither of us has.
Okay.
Like growing up, neither of us was encouraged to definitely finish things.
Okay.
Mine was, I think my mother had the motivation to make us finish things. They didn't have the money for the classes.
Okay.
So if we were ready to quit, they were like, okay.
Well, Aaron says maybe I should take the piano, and that's, a lot of people.
I didn't say you should take the piano. I'm saying Eddie started with chords. Eddie started with the piano.
Oh, okay. I started with the flutophone, but I left it right there.
I was going to tell you, Phil, that my son-in-law's friend is named Joel Greenberg here in Cincinnati, and I don't remember the name of his music store, but he teaches music. And then there's Fretboard is a brewery, and once a month, on a Sunday, his students perform. So if you're just a good, like my grandson and my son-in-law are in classes that he runs, and my grandson just plays bass guitar with Joel's band, and my son-in-law has joined a band thanks to Joel Greenberg, and their band plays. And so they'll play like 4 or 5 numbers. It's so much fun. And all your family comes, and the French fries are wonderful at Fretboard. And so I recommend that to you.
Oh, you said that. You said the bad word, French fries.
Oh, why?
Philip is, I'm partial, and Philip is full keto. And French fries is our nemesis.
Yeah, that's our indulgence.
Okay, for me, there's also chocolate. But Kroger has these sugar-free chocolate chips. They are so good.
Really?
Yeah. I mean, obviously, you want to look at the ingredients. I have issues with cooked. It starts with an E. It's very popular alternate seasoning or alternate sugar. And then I also have my stomach and stevia do not get along.
Okay.
So, I have to, yeah, it could be. It's the stuff I had in the baggie when we went to the airport.
Stuff, the white powder you brought in a big baggie, and they looked at the
right.
They held us up and thought we had like 30 ounces.
They're like, we're pulled aside. I'm like, what did we do? It's the baggie of white powder in your suitcase, man.
And the guy who was looking at it just looked at us like, you gotta be kidding me. So he just like looked up and took his glasses down.
Yeah. Dumbest drug smugglers ever. Oh, I thought it was legal. Pot's legal. You still can't bring it on the plane, sweetie.
But Fretboard, the guy who opened Fretboard had been a consultant for the company I work for, and he left that job in order to start Fretboard. I don't know if he owns it anymore or not.
Oh, okay. Okay. Yeah. Well, I don't know which Sunday of the month is the music school, but they could tell you if you called there. It's really fun, and maybe it would inspire you to take some lessons or to play along.
I had a Billy Joel Big Shot.
I'm sorry.
I had a thing about Billy Joel Big Shot.
Blue ash.
And since it's been in print for a while, you may have heard this already, but I think the subject of Big Shot is definitely female, unless it's a male wearing a Halston dress.
Okay.
Interesting.
They were all impressed with your Halston dress.
Yeah. Billy Joel has not traditionally been linked to men in dresses, but
but he's taking a line from the song.
She said that, whether they're male or female, the subject of Big Shot. And I was like, pretty sure that's a female.
But your audience doesn't know about that. They didn't read it. That's true. One of the stories is about forgiveness, and it tells a story of hearing Billy Joel in concert at what is the stadium called these days? I don't know, in Cincinnati. And what is it?
If it was the stadium, it was River.
Okay.
Was it Great American Ballpark?
Now it's Great American.
One of those.
Yeah.
It was right after the pandemic, so whatever it was called at that period of time. But really, when he sang Big Shot, everyone in the audience stood up and sang every word. So everyone is ticked off at someone who is a big shot in their mind. Yeah. And the concert happened to be right around the Jewish holidays, and the Jewish major holidays, Rosh Hashanah and Yom Kippur, are all about forgiveness. And so, so we were in that time period making amends with everyone that we had harmed in any way. And it was just so funny to me that Billy Joel is earning royalties on being angry, but the rest of us aren't.
Right.
So give it up.
That song is infectious, so I could see how they could get the crowd going.
Oh, it was crazy. It was so much fun.
Sounds great.
Yeah, it was so much fun. It was great. Yeah.
In fact, music, I noticed your references to music throughout the essays. And actually, I fashioned our Elite 8 mini bracket that we do at the end on the music in your book. I don't know if you got so far in listening to one of our podcasts, know that we do that, but you can decline if you want. But at the end, we usually reserve some time for that. But
it's just a fun little something.
You'd be picking, do you like this song better or this song better? And then
okay. All right.
Kind of I refer to it as a Ginger Mary Ann situation. Let's do this. Okay. Then Philip spends 3 minutes explaining it.
Okay. Well, and then I think the episodes of yours that I listened to, maybe you were doing TV shows, and I'm a terrible person who watches no TV. Now I watched Dallas 30 years ago, and Phil Donahue 40 years ago.
Oh, I loved Phil Donahue.
Dallas, we're talking late 70s, early 80s there,
early 80s, because my daughter was born in 83, and she called him Donahue. Are we going to watch Donahue?
Donahue.
Yes, of course we're going to watch Donahue today.
I feel like Donahue was on all my life.
Yeah, that was a good show.
Yeah, and
are you there, caller?
And I think if I'd had a similar talk show, I'd have had Donahue goals.
Wait, I didn't hear that. Say that again.
If I were going towards that as a career, like having a talk show, I would have had Donahue goals.
Oh, yeah.
But
well, I think that's what Jerry Springer wanted to be at the beginning of his talk show career,
and he just gave up and went for the money.
Jerry Springer was my neighbor. And yes, and his daughter Katie played with my daughter Shayna, and Katie had balance issues, so if Katie came over, we had to call Mickey and Jerry and tell them that Katie was walking back home or whatever. But he was really a nice guy.
I always got that impression.
He would do anything. He was on the news then, and he would do donate silent auction for the silent auction at the Parent Teachers Association, that you could come watch them record the news, and he would take you out to lunch or dinner after or whatever. He was really a nice man. And I bumped into him at the grocery store once, and I said, Jerry, I don't know, does everyone talk to you, or does no one talk to you? Do you want me to say hello, or do you want me to leave you alone? Nobody talks to me. You can say hello. So he was really a nice guy. And I think that's a situation like the prettiest girl in school never gets dates. Yeah.
Because everybody thinks they're not good enough to ask her out.
Yeah. I didn't experience that. I wasn't the prettiest girl in school.
I did neither.
Remember how they used to chant his name before he'd come out? I mean, they were like rabid Jerry fans, It's like, but I did get the impression that he was sort of overwhelmed by it, or thought it was kind of silly, because when he would talk in candid in an interview about his show, sometimes he would lower his head a little bit, or kind of avert his eyes, almost like, oh my God, I can't believe I'm doing this. Because
but then also that Katie,
daughter.
I mean, I know there was a point where they talked about me going to the Springer School. And a lot of people don't know that he's related to that. In some manner. And I believe one of the things they told my mom, this could be completely out of left field and not true, but I believe that Katie went there at some point.
Yeah, I don't really know. I don't know. I mean, she was in Sycamore for a lot of years, but I don't know if always.
I might have that completely wrong.
Yeah,
but,
and his parents were Holocaust survivors, so I mean, so and here he's got a child with, special needs and everything. You got to set aside some cash, so
Mhm.
I don't blame him for anything.
No, no, no. And yeah.
But
I
we're
mean,
talking.
there was we talked about him in our last podcast because the guy was interested in that.
Oh, really?
We talked about some of the stuff that he did and how he was mayor and the famous check that was heard around
Right.
the tri-state.
Well,
Yeah.
let's plug Tango's podcast, because
Okay.
when Aaron was on Tango's new podcast, Just Saying, the other day, they talked about Jerry Springer as well.
I knew it
Yeah.
was on the
You're kidding.
podcast. I couldn't quite remember which one. Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
yeah.
Huh.
But
Yeah.
Tango
Well,
was very
I recited a lyric my dad knew about the check,
oh, okay, interesting.
or a limerick rather.
Well, I write a blog for my website, LorieKleinerEckert.com, and one of that, so I write 2 stories, slice of life stories a month,
Mhm.
and one of them was about Jerry Springer. It was right after he passed away, and I did it in his own words. So the Cincinnati put out a
Great.
book. He used to do commentaries at the end of the news, and they were
I love
charming.
those.
They were
They
awesome.
were wonderful. And they did a compilation of that benefited the Ruth Lyons Fund, which was a
Mhm.
charity that was
Oh.
always in play. And so I have that book. And so I just quoted him on all
Mhm.
different kinds of things. So it's Jerry Springer in his own words, and me really singing his praises as a very nice man. Very nice
Yeah.
man.
I think on the WEBN used to play his commentaries on the morning show, if I remember
Oh,
right, like Robin
really?
Wood. Yeah,
Oh,
Well,
I
we-
didn't know
I remember
that.
that. I'd be driving to school and hearing Jerry's commentary,
Uh-huh.
or
Yeah.
riding to school with my dad.
Let's sort of revolutionize that evening news, or late news, actually. I
Uh-huh.
think he did them on the 11 o'clock news.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
They
Yeah.
give that much time to,
And
you know,
he and Norma
have
Rashid
our
and
podcast.
just
Right.
part of my childhood, really.
Yeah. Well, I don't know if
Yeah.
any of you are writers, but can you imagine having to write one of those every day?
Yeah.
Oh my
Yeah.
God,
Yeah.
that
Yeah,
was
he had
astounding.
all the news of the day, plenty material to work with, I guess.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
guess.
Like-
But he
I
made
mean,
them so
It's like writing a
personal.
monologue for a late night
Yeah,
host.
I
yeah.
thought he was
that's
married
true.
to
And
Norma.
he
Doesn't
tried
have
to
be
do
as
that.
funny.
He tried to do those early in his syndication show, and eventually I think he stopped.
Somebody started throwing shoes at him and
But
stuff.
yeah,
Yeah.
but it was still.
I thought he and Norma were married at one point. I thought they were a
Oh,
couple.
you just
No,
thought,
no,
you
no,
just thought that
no.
because you were a kid watching the news. So.
Yeah.
No, his wife, Mickey, was also very sweet and very pretty lady. And once someone was painting my house, and Mickey called me to say, could you send him down here to give me a bid on painting my porch? And so I went and said to the guy, Jerry Springer wants a quote. He said, yeah, right. I said, no, he does. He lives down the block, and his wife just called. So anyway, it's
Did
amazing.
he keep that house after the Chicago move, or?
I divorced and left the neighborhood, so I don't know
Okay.
how long he was there. We had another famous person. Did you know Bruce Coslett was one of the Bengals coaches? He was
Oh, yeah.
my across the street neighbor.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
So how- what was
Offensive
his-
coordinator, I think, right?
yeah, I don't know what he was. I'm not much into football, but whatever year did we go to the Super Bowl or something, but we lost, and the neighbors were going to TP his house, we felt so overjoyed. But it's like, well, let's not jinx anything. Let's wait until we win the whatever, which we didn't. And so I had written about that, I think, in my second book, that celebrate when you can.
Right.
We could have celebrated twice and, give him the win that he had. But
Well,
anyway, we blew
his
it.
press conferences were not, they were grim affairs. He never cracked a smile. He always
Oh,
seemed
really?
very good.
Oh,
Because
yeah.
they struggled mightily after that Super Bowl run.
Didn't he go on to the Jets after that or something?
I think so, yeah.
Huh.
But
He might have been the head coach of the Jets.
I think so. I think he did go, but yeah, he just had a string of bad luck there in the league. But
Now you mentioned having a trainer.
well, wait a
And,
minute. I want to ask her about this music. All right, that's what I was working
okay.
out.
I'm sorry.
We
Okay.
talked about.
He's building his foundation here.
Can I ask this question real quick, because you're going to remember the music?
Sure.
Okay. You have a trainer, And do you feel like a trainer is like similar to a life coach type of person?
Is my trainer like a life coach person? Is that what
In a
you're
way,
saying?
yeah.
Oh, definitely. Or a
Yep.
therapist or something. So I've been with Rob for closing in on 20 years, I
And
think.
can you say he
And-
retired? Or
No, my therapist
your therapist
retired, but
retired?
this is my personal trainer. So he owns the it's Custom Physiques. He owns the shop there, and I've been with him in 2 different locations. He's moved, but anyway, yeah, he's great. And yes, he is like a very dear friend, and I never want to go there every Wednesday, but I go every Wednesday because he's my best friend, and I want to go there and get a hug and talk to
Great.
him. Yeah.
Yeah. Now, do you think that you would have the kick a person in the rear life coach ness
Oh,
if you became a life coach?
if I became a life coach, I know I think that I'm very forgiving, and I know that no two people are the same, but I wouldn't be rah-rah encouraging you to get on track and to, to have a healthy routine and to take one step a day in the direction of where you're going. But I
Right,
think
right.
that I'm a very understanding person. So I know that my being on track is probably pathological, Rob, the personal trainer. So I really do turn in a food diet, a food chart every week of everything I ate. I write it all down, ate and drank. Not everybody can do that. That's just really all there is to it. So
Oh, and I know that, yeah, I have ADHD and I can handle a routine. It'll be, and then I never want to do it again.
Now, Phil working up to his music question.
Well, now I have
Sorry.
a question on what
Okay.
Lisa brought up, but I'm just curious. You don't turn your stuff in like homework to your trainer, right? I mean, like your food journal and your.
Every
I
week.
do. I
Oh,
do.
you do?
So
Okay.
we review it together every week.
Okay.
And where I was going with that, but I forgot, but now I'm back on track, is that he tries not to critique me because I can get so rigid. So if he said, ate a lot of sugar this week, it's like, well, you better believe next week there's be no sugar on this. So he won't do that to me. He, if I'll say to him, I eat so well, but I still have this belly, so I have a chapter about belly fat. I still have this belly. What do you think I should do? And no, nice try, but you're doing enough already, and just don't worry about it. You're fine just the way you are. So yeah, so I can get crazed, but I think it's pathological for me. So I think if I were the trainer, I wouldn't be pushing anybody like I push myself.
And your trainer pushes you to eat birthday cake, right?
He does. That's right. Yes. So
that's a good trainer.
That is a good trainer. So again, your audience doesn't know, but so there's the story about life lessons from the gym. And so I turned in this food chart. And one time I said to Rob, I'm so proud of myself. I went to a birthday party and I didn't eat the cake. And he said, you failed. You're not on a diet. You're living life. If you go to a birthday party, you must eat the cake. And he and I both like funnel cake. And if you go to the state fair, you must eat funnel cake and you must live life. So that's great. And then my father was in the process of dying while I was working out with Rob. I mean, during the years that I was working out with Rob. And Rob knows that I love ice cream. So I have ice cream most nights. And he said, while you're in this really rough patch, it's really okay to eat ice cream twice a day. And when you're done with this journey, you'll get back on track. I think is that wonderful and amazing and loving and beautiful. So yeah, so he's my my life coach as well as my workout coach.
Now the really important follow-up question: what flavor of ice cream?
Every kind of chocolate chip. How about you?
Yeah,
Yeah,
I especially love the Grater's double chocolate chip.
Okay,
My cousin introduced me to that, and I have been an aficionado ever since.
Yeah,
but I also really
if you can do a good vanilla, you can do anything.
Yeah,
that's true.
from United Dairy Farmers. I don't know how I got addicted to this as a kid, but their chocolate chip with their pineapple sherbet.
Oh,
Ew.
oh,
It is
yeah.
no, it is so good.
Oh,
It
sounds
is so
really
freaking good. If you ever
You're a
try,
Hawaiian pizza
know-
person too, aren't you?
no, I'm not. But I guess if it was dried pineapple, but no, I am not actually. But if you think about taking a piece of pineapple and putting it under a chocolate fountain,
Okay.
that
That's
will be your gateway drug to pineapple chocolate chip.
Okay, good. Well, I was going to say, I mean, it's kind of blasphemy to say anything anti-graders in Cincinnati, but
Right,
I
right.
really do like UDF's chocolate chip,
Oh,
and I like their
absolutely.
peanut butter chocolate chip.
Oh, yeah, their peanut
Ooh.
butter. It's so good because they don't sweeten the peanut butter.
Is that the
Oh,
one
is
where they
that-
You
have
know,
the,
that it gives it that kind of sweet, I love that. I used to love it what time of the month. I especially love that and some
Uh-huh.
vinegar.
is that the one that has the like clumps of peanut butter in it? When you find it, it's like really, you really
Yeah,
have to work through it. Yeah, that's really good.
That's
Uh-huh.
really good. That is
Yeah,
really
yeah.
good.
Phil and I worked together at store number 1 of UDF in
Yeah.
Norwood.
We sure
Oh,
did.
wow. Wow, wow,
Yeah,
wow.
we're Cincinnati based, but they actually Norwood.
Uh-huh. Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Okay.
From the wood.
They actually went to Norwood schools from junior high through high school.
Okay. When that was store number 1, they had other stores, but that had just been the
Yeah, it
first,
was
or
the
was this
first,
the
yeah.
beginning? Because I thought UDF had been around
Yeah,
longer,
it's
longer than
Oh,
you
way
guys
longer.
are. Yeah, way
Well,
longer.
it was
Yeah, I
around
think
longer
there's-
than us.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was a
Yeah.
plant store right next to the
I think
Yeah,
still
right
to
next
this
to the
day
where they
there's
packaged all the dairy
yeah.
stuff.
Okay.
In the 9 square miles of Norwood, there are 3 UDFs
Okay.
still to this day. And at one point there were 5.
Okay. Well,
But it's throughout this tri-state. And
Yeah.
I believe they're in Columbus.
I don't know.
Cleveland, I think I know you
I
have
fly
a
into
gateway
Columbus,
to
they're there.
UDF ice cream in Las Vegas somewhere.
Huh. Well, I have a UDF 2 miles south of me and 2 miles north of me. So take your
Yeah.
pick.
Well, you know.
You're all set.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah, I love it. It's great. It's great.
Mhm.
Can we really do Cincinnati? Have you guys been to Rhinos? Rhinos is
No.
in a gas station at Kenwood and Glendale Milford Road.
Well, I must drive
And
past it all
it's
the time.
okay. It's in a gas station, and there's 2 gas stations opposite each other, and then City Barbecue here. So the one that's across from City Barbecue, they have all kinds. They have about 6 different machines, and each machine has 2 different flavors, and some's gelato and some's frozen yogurt. You can mix and match, and then it has toppings out the wazoo.
Oh, wow. Wow.
It is so good, and then they weigh it and you pay. So I just spent
Okay.
took 2 grandkids and myself, and we spent $24
Wow, wow. That's
on
like
ice
You
right around
can
the
cream.
do
corner.
that these days.
That's right around the corner from where I work.
Right.
Oh, okay.
And
Yeah.
we're
Had no idea.
like within half a mile of Goodies. I don't know if you know
Mhm.
that.
I
It's
don't
one
know.
of the premier soft serve seasonal restaurants in the area.
Oh,
And
Soft
they
serve
actually just
seasonal
opened
restaurant.
up, but yeah. It's it opens just like Creamy
swimming
Delight or
pool?
Maryland's. Yeah. Yeah. Only the season is a little bit bigger than swimming pool because they did just open for the season. So you'll be able to get soft serve ice cream through September.
Okay.
And it's one of the best in the city, and it's on every best of list that you read. But it's over here, kind of north of Mount Healthy.
Right. We go there
And,
Sunday evenings after dialysis. Sometimes.
Yeah, sometimes we'll go there after we do my dialysis.
Yeah.
But it's just really good.
So
But it's expensive.
the City Barbecue had a fire recently.
They did.
Oh,
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah. They
So,
did.
We've been there quite often at work, so we hope that works out for them. They
Okay.
put up a sign
We're
saying
gonna-
they're coming back.
We're gonna have to hit Rhinos at some point.
Yeah.
Rhinos, not Ryan's, right?
Yeah, Rhinos, RHINO. Yeah. I think it's
Do
a
they do
Shell
other
station.
stuff or just like ice cream?
Tell me that again.
Do they do other stuff like foods or anything?
No, it's a gas station. It's a
Okay.
gas station.
Oh, I
So
know,
it's,
but a lot of gas stations will have like you'll see
That's
the
true.
fried
It's a
chicken
very
logo.
unassuming gas station. By the
yeah,
way.
yeah, it's
Yeah.
very
A hole
unassuming.
in the wall. It's like
Yeah.
really giving us the haunts.
Last
Yeah.
time or a couple times ago I was there, I was somewhere near, I guess, White Oak area, and I came across a gas station that had draft beer on tap.
Mm.
Oh wow.
Oh, that's cool.
Here you
I
go.
don't know
with
how
your,
cool that is.
responsible.
yeah, here it is with your gas
I mean,
purchase,
it's kind of cool, but it's irresponsible.
Fill it up and give
in
me
my
a pint. I
opinion.
mean,
Right,
Yeah.
right.
Yeah.
I
Well,
may have 2 pints.
but there are a lot of those new gas stations like Wawa, and there's about 4 of them. I can't
Yeah.
think of the names. Yeah, Buc-ee's, is that what it's called?
Yeah,
Yeah, and they all have, but Buc-ee's is like brisket, isn't that what they're famous for? And Wawa, they're sub sandwiches or something.
yeah, I
So,
think Wawa is
yeah.
like Philadelphia based.
Okay, I don't
And
know.
Wawa, you go in and make your purchase. You go in and get your stuff. You don't even go to the counter. You just like pay at all these little stations that are around. The store.
Is that Wawa?
Yeah.
Oh,
Kinda
okay.
weird. But everything was overpriced.
Yeah, yeah.
When I went in there.
Yeah,
like,
when
wow.
when it just opened, like once every couple weeks, I work from home, so I gift myself with something from DoorDash, and I wanted to try the Wawa because it was open, it was new, and everything was very pricey in my opinion, and also it didn't have great reviews. That's
Okay.
I mean, I think you should give your own review and your own personal experience, but I'm not going to spend $9 on the most expensive sub from wherever when I can get it from Angelo's or La Rosa's.
Okay. Yeah.
So,
Yeah. Huh. Very interesting.
Okay, back to my music question. If
I'm
you don't
sorry.
mind.
Okay.
20 minutes later.
So we talked about Big Shot and how that everybody's like exercising their anger in that song and they're kind of getting their anger out. But then you talked about another song later in another essay by Debbie Friedman. And I know you're a spiritual person, I guess is the best way to put it. I don't know if I can pronounce this properly, but it's Skabarach.
Yeah, it's Mishaberach. Mishaberach.
Misha Barak.
I had that down yesterday, and then
Yeah.
24 hours later.
I was wondering what other music is in there. I can't remember. Okay, yes, the Mishabera is in there. It's a beautiful song. Yeah, yeah.
Now, Philip and I were discussing whether or not because a lot of the refrains, the phrases, I'm using this wrong word, I'm sure, but a lot of that she would sing the Misha Barak, and then she would also sing like an English. Is
Right.
that the translation?
Is that the literal translation of the?
I mean, what does it Misha Barak mean? What's it?
Yeah, the Mishaberach,
Okay.
like I'm probably not going to know, but it is a song for healing. So, so the words don't exactly go there because part of it is that, we should make our life a blessing, but it does talk about being ill. So there's like 2 different stanzas. So yeah, it isn't a direct translation. And she was pretty instrumental in she was the beginning of taking old songs and putting them to new melodies. And the Jewish camp movement is just full of Debbie Friedman songs. And she herself passed away years ago. And oh my, everybody watched that funeral online and they played her songs as they wheeled her casket out of the chapel and stuff. Anyway, she's pretty amazing lady, but that's a really neat song.
Yeah.
And at least in our congregation, we sing that song every Sabbath, and with a list of everyone in the congregation who is ill. And so we're praying for them to return to full health. Hopefully so. Yeah, it's great.
Yeah.
I like
So
that.
me Skabarach. Is that a? Did she write that? Did she write it or is it?
No, so the Mishabera itself is a prayer, I believe. I don't swear to that. I believe it's a prayer, and she said it to music.
Okay.
And my kids get mad at me when I sing, or I would sing for you. But anyway,
Yeah.
um,
I've
yes.
been known to have that issue.
I just thought it was a good bookend because they were kind of at polar areas of the essay, the book.
Yeah,
That here you had the Billy Joel, which is kind of infused with anger,
yeah,
and yeah,
and this is healing.
The
Yeah,
healing prayer.
yeah.
yeah.
My mother, when she was dying, um, my mom got sick and died in 5 weeks, and they were supposed to go on this Jewish retreat with a bunch of their friends, but of course they didn't go. My mom was in the hospital. My dad didn't go without her, but the friends told them that they sang the Mishaberach for my mother twice during
Aw.
that weekend, listed her name and everything. And when my father would tell that story, he always choked up. They sang Mishabera twice. So that made it very special to me. And every time we sing it, I
Yeah.
think of my mother and father. So I don't know. Am I the only mother and father advocates here? Is anybody close
I'm a,
with mom and dad?
I was going to say I'm a grandfather, but you mean with my own parents?
Yeah. You're a grandfather?
Mhm.
Yeah, my father's passed, and I'm not overly close with my mother. She's in Florida.
Mhm.
Okay.
Most of our
Both of us are we're both orphans.
Oh, no.
You
Okay.
know, like yourself.
Yeah, yeah.
But I was wow. I mean, I was 30 when my mom passed, and my dad passed in 2017.
Okay.
So but I was super close with my mom. We were really good friends. We did stuff together. People, my high school friends would be like, "Really, you want to hang out with your mom?" And I'm like, "Yeah, she's fun. She is super, super fun. I mean, she's just got this amazing, attractive personality. She and Elizabeth Taylor could walk in the room, and within half an hour, all the men would be with my mother.
Oh,
Okay,
great.
because of her more of her personality. I mean, she wasn't ugly,
Yeah.
but her personality just drew them in.
Uh-huh.
Just people in general, not just men.
Yeah, yeah.
She wasn't that girl. But yeah, and then my dad, we were simpatico. I mean, I was his remote control. Then I was his partner in watching, all the movies he liked to watch and the TV shows.
How
Um,
wonderful.
and then after their divorce, I did end up living with my dad for very complicated reasons we're not getting into. But I also still had a good relationship with my mom,
Oh,
thankfully. So,
wonderful.
yeah.
Well,
so
that
your father he had to have infusions nightly, right?
Yeah, he had a blood marrow disorder, and so he was dependent on transfusions.
Mhm.
But then when you get transfusions, you get a backup of too much iron in your blood. So he had to have an iron chelator, is what it was called. And in the early days, one did that through an infusion, which my mom, who was such a nervous Nelly around anything medical, well, I guess I am too, she was in charge. And he had a port and they had to hook him up. And if it beeped
Mhm.
because something got clogged, she'd be wreckage, but she did it. I mean, I'm proud of her. But
Mhm.
yeah, so he had to have these infusions every night
Yeah.
and home health care and all that kind of stuff. And then this is to me, rah rah cheerleader girl that I am, down the road a piece, they created a drug that was an iron chelator.
Great.
XJ it is called, and it
Mhm.
costs an arm and a leg, but there are foundations to help you pay for it. So
Yeah.
he was done with that. So I think
Nice.
that I'm always optimistic in the stories that I tell. But I think
Mhm.
that's great for people to know that whatever your problem is today, maybe in a year there's going to be a solution for it,
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
hope for that. Yeah, keep your eyes open. Yeah.
And
I have hope in my heart. Uh, about all that stuff, and especially with the discoveries they're making nowadays that are just coming out, quick, 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 quick.
Yeah,
Yeah.
definitely.
Yeah, I mean, me being in dialysis, I just want to give a call out to Philip because he stepped up so much more than I expected, and I can't even, because we do dialysis here at home, and he's
Okay.
actually the one. And when we got married, I actually cut my finger while I was making some dinner, and he almost passed out. And now this man who passed out over a finger cut, because I was like, "Where's the Band-Aids?" Oh my God! And who actually does pass out when he would try to donate blood. It's that flight or fight response thing is what they believe it is. But beside the point. But that brings me squirrel. That brings me back to, when was your father getting regular transfusions?
Let's
Like
see.
what years?
Yeah, he died in 2010, and he was getting transfusions for about 15 years.
Oh, he might have gotten my blood. We might be related by donation.
Oh, that would
Especially
be
later on, because I have a rare, my blood type is regular, it's O positive. But I have a rare thing in that I'm missing factors. And those two factors are assimilation blockers. So my blood is literally a giver right from the get-go.
Oh,
And
wow.
so people who were receiving more transfusions would get my blood, because as time goes by, you get transfusions and you tend to get resistant to them. And almost nobody rejected my blood.
All right, we got
Oh,
8 minutes.
Okay.
If we're going to do
If we're
the
gonna
Elite 8
do-
mini
yeah.
bracket, do we want to do that?
Yeah, let's do it.
Well, Lorie Kleiner Eckert might disagree. Do you want to do it, Lorie, or?
Sure, but I may be dependent on you. You might be musically illiterate,
Well,
but
fortunately,
yes,
this is all stuff that appeared in your book, so we know.
Oh, okay.
So here's our first matchup: John Lennon, "All You Need Is Love" versus Paul McCartney, "Obla Dee Obla Da."
Oh, I have to go with Paul because he's so cute. I like the other song better, but yeah, and my grandson let me be Paul McCartney. Yeah.
Didn't they share writing credits though?
Huh?
Didn't they share writing credits? I mean, it's obviously who wrote which, but
yeah. Oh, that's true. Yeah, I definitely.
Well, I think
they're all Lennon and McCartney.
Right.
All right, Aaron, who do you pick?
All You Need Is Love versus Obla Dee Obla Da.
Yeah.
I'm a later Beatles guy, so I'm gonna go Obla Dee Obla Da.
Okay.
Okay. High five, Aaron.
All right.
Me too. For the same reason that you said, Lorie.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
Cha cha cha, Paul McCartney.
All right. Well, Paul moves on. Doesn't matter what I think. So here we go. Frank Sinatra, the best is yet to come.
Was it a sweep or was it contested?
I'm gonna give it one to
throw a vote to John.
Okay.
John. Yeah, I'm a John guy, as you are too, Aaron. But
I'm a John guy too.
I'm not really a John fanatic, but
all right, here we go.
I prefer White Album to the first few.
Yeah,
right.
The ones where they broke through.
Frank Sinatra, the best is yet to come versus Billy Joel, Big Shot. Aaron.
I'm gonna go Billy Joel.
Okay, Lorie.
I'm going to go Frank Sinatra. That shows how much older I am than all of you.
No, we listen to Frank Sinatra at least a couple times a month while we're eating dinner.
While we're drinking dinner.
If we have a night, no, I'm sorry. That comes from the liquid diet days.
What?
But
What do you got, Lisa?
I'm torn because Frank is looking positively toward the future, and Billy is vengeance.
Okay.
So I don't know. I think I want to be Frank, but I'm going to go Billy.
Okay.
Yeah,
So
that song just rocks.
It does.
It does.
Yeah, I don't even think of that as like a semi-negative song
okay, I'm
because
gonna
it's
go
got
Billy
such
Joel
energy.
also. So that's so
That's a
our next
sweet.
matchup is Carly Simon,
3-1.
Your Sylvain versus Sister Sledge, We Are Family.
This is a lot like the last matchup.
I'm gonna throw one to Sister Sledge, even though that song grates on me because the Pirates played that when they beat the Reds in '79.
Yeah.
But I still like it. But,
79 Pirates theme song. Yep.
yeah.
I would go. Is it my turn?
Yep.
Mhm.
I would go with We Are Family, but I really didn't know that was Sister Sledge. Okay.
That's okay.
When you mentioned it, you were driving to St.
Right.
Louis.
Yes. Yes. For a
Listening to
funeral.
that.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
What
Yes.
about you, Lise? I'm gonna go. So right now it's 2 for Sister Sledge. I'm gonna settle it right now. I'm gonna say Sister Sledge.
Okay.
Or no, I voted already.
No. Okay. So you
Yeah.
guys,
Lisa didn't vote.
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
But yeah, that makes all 3
All right.
Sister Sledge.
We got 5
I
minutes.
didn't vote yet.
Oh, you didn't vote that? Okay.
No. I can't remember
Aaron,
what
you
the
go
other
next.
song was.
You're So Vain, Carly
Oh.
Simon.
I like You're So Vain.
Okay.
It's 2-1.
You know what?
You probably think the song is about you.
I do too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you're going
Clouds in my
I'm going
coffee.
Sister Sledge, so I guess we're gonna have to fight it out.
No. You said
Clouds
Sister
in my
Sledge.
almost empty coffee.
No, I said You're So Vain.
You're So Vain. Okay.
And
Yeah.
Philip and I
So it's a
cannot
tie.
hear each
Rock,
other,
paper,
and it does cause
Rock,
some,
paper, scissors. Here we
Okay.
go. 4 minutes.
Paper
You
covers
win.
rock.
Paper covers rock.
All right. So
Yep,
it's
You're So Vain.
You're So Vain.
I mean, I like We Are Family, but You're So Vain is kind of a, we're podcasters. Are we just vain?
Well, here we go. Here's our final matchup of round 1. It's Neil Diamond. Now, you didn't name a song. You just named Neil Diamond and Barbra Streisand. But I picked Neil Diamond because we just saw song sung Blue. So that's the song that, versus Simon and Garfunkel, Old Friends.
Oh. Is it my turn?
Yes. Or do you want someone else to go?
No, I'm good. I love Old Friends. So I have to go Simon and Garfunkel.
Old friend.
Yes. Oh my gosh.
Isn't
Isn't it? And isn't it? There's a whole thing in there, and then that's where the line "Preserve your memories" are all that's left to. Isn't that the end of that
That is a
song?
beautiful song.
That's a beautiful song, and really preserve your memories. That's all that's left to you. So yeah, Simon and Garfunkel. Yeah.
About you,
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I remember Phil had the vinyl of Simon and Garfunkel bookends, and I had a cassette of that vinyl. What was the other song though, so I can give it a fair shot?
Song sung Blue.
Oh, you chose Song Sung Blue.
Yeah.
If it was Cracklin' Rosie, I might have gone Neil, but I'm gonna go.
Almost did
I'm going
crack
bookends.
on those. Yeah. What about you, Lise?
I'll do Old Friends.
Okay,
Yeah,
it's
I'm good with
Simon
that.
and Garfunkel. Moving on. So now we got round 2 here. I'm just going to say Paul McCartney versus Billy Joel. Aaron. Paul McCartney, Obla Dee, Obla Da versus Big Shot.
Obla Dee, Obla Da.
Okay, Lise.
Yeah.
Lorie.
I'm going for the jockey, not the song. So Paul McCartney, not the horse,
Not
the
the horse.
jockey.
Gotcha. Okay, so Carly Simon, You're So Vain versus Simon and Garfunkel, Old Friends.
I have to
Lori.
stick with Old Friends. Old Friends is the
Mhm.
king of the mountain here.
I'm going to say Old Friends also.
Yeah.
I'll throw on Carly Simon.
Okay. I'm gonna go with Old Friends, even though I don't remember the song very well, or if I've heard it at all.
Oh, okay.
Okay, so that's good.
I was more
Here's our final.
Time in a Bottle,
Here's our
Jim
final.
Croce.
Paul
Yeah,
McCartney
Croce.
versus Simon and Garfunkel.
Ooh.
I'm gonna say Simon and Garfunkel. Old Friends.
Okay.
Lorie.
Yeah, Old Friends.
Okay. Aaron.
The jockey, not the horse.
Mhm.
Old Friends versus Obla Dee, Obla Da. Old Friends is less silly than Obla Dee, Obla Da. I'll go.
Oh
Old
yeah.
Okay, so that's Old Friends wins.
Now, how much time do we have left, hon?
Less than a minute.
Less than a minute.
Okay.
Because I wanted to ask her about Lilius.
Well, let's let her give all of her
Yeah, let's
website
get-
Yeah,
information.
give your bona fides, and we'll see if we have room for one last question.
I don't
Okay.
think we will, actually, unfortunately. But tell us where to find your work.
Yep.
Lorie?
Everybody can find everything by Googling Lorie Kleiner Eckert or go to loriekleinereckert.com. I have 5 books in print. Amazon sells all of them.
Lorie.
Lorie, yeah,
And it's
Kleinereckert. Yeah, and high on life. I say it high on life, but it's spelled CHAI, so like chai tea. So hopefully it's a comfort. If it were, it's a comforting book. So think of it that way for chai tea. And
All right.
I hope your listeners will look for it because I'm proud of it. It's a great book.